Shalom Israel. I'm going to touch a topic that's very, very controversial in this Hebrew community. I said this before and I'm going to keep saying it. Hebrew borrowed a lot of customs from Christianity. So the way they perceive things, even through the Hebrew teachings, is still filtered through what they know from Christianity. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to explain what is going to happen. So when it is happening, whoever it is happening to will recognize that's when the cock crows thrice. All right? Because of what you hold on to, the belief that you hold on to with this topic that I'm going to touch, something is going to rise in you when you start hearing something that is contrary to it. And the first perception is going to be that is wrong, that is wicked. Because whatever you hold on to it as it is right and it is, righteous, truth, perfect, right? This topic right here, I'm speaking from 2 Kings chapter 5, the entire chapter, right? Now, what happened is that in Christianity, the way we know water baptism is, people baptized and then they say they're cleansed or repent or, but when you get into the scriptures, water baptism is very different from what is being pushed in the Christian community. And that is the ones that the Hebrew borrowed or speak against. They don't go to the actual water baptism in the scriptures, right? For example, with Naaman the leper and Elisha, how he was sick with that and then sent letters to the king and the king rent his clothes and stuff like that, and Elisha heard about it and he told him to go to River Jordan and wash himself 7 times, right? And then the guy got mad and so forth and saying, oh, there are rivers in Damascus or wherever. And then somebody else would say to him, hey, if the prophet bid you to do this or that, so what happened was that Naaman expected the prophet to come and either put his hand, stretch his hand forth like Moses, how he stretches his hand forth and these things happen. He expected that, or expect, oh, call on the name of the Most High, Yahweh, this, and he'll be cleansed. That's the ideology that they hold on to, right? Remember the scripture says faith without works is dead, right? So even though you get in the water and you do whatever you do, remember that healing comes from the Most High. And a lot of people, they'll go through the right method, but because they don't believe, they never really get the cleansing that they need to get. They'll start the process, but because of the unbelief, that's what hinders a lot of people. All right? I'm going to show you something and I'm going to explain it. Let me just switch the camera. Where is it? Oh. Hold on. How do I switch this? Anyway, I cannot switch it. I'm just kind of getting used to this recording thing and stuff. So I thought I could switch it. So I'm going to have to get up and turn around. As you can see, I'm in the hills. All right. So the biblical water baptism is not about you going on the water and you come back up and adultery is gone, fornication is gone, and it's not that. A lot of the Hebrews, especially the ones that came from Adventists, Adventists do not believe in spirit. They use the word spirit, but they hold no belief whatsoever. A lot of you Hebrews are coming from that background. You don't know anything about spirit. You don't know anything about the supernatural world. All right? The only spirit you talk about is, oh, the word is spirit. That's it. You don't know about actual spirit. There are levels to this. And I had the same belief when I just got in until I evolved to deliverance ministry. That's why I push more about healing now. That's something that is not pushed in the Hebrew community. It's all broken people, broken spirit. That's what's happening in the Hebrew community. It's just people telling themselves, oh, I'm a Hebrew, I'm no longer a Christian, I'm woke, you're not, you have demon, I'm righteous. No. All right, so what I'm saying is I'm here where two rivers meet. And if you know about energies, if you know about spirits, you will understand. Remember in the New Testament where the angel would come down, touch the water, and whoever get in, they would be healed, right? No, no, that's not voodoo, that's not witchcraft. It's still the work of the Most High. So I'm just gonna turn around, let you see it because I cannot. So, hold on. There's, where is it? There's one river going that way, and there's the other one going that way behind me. All right. As you can see, it's not so beautiful right now. Waiting on the rain for it to, but it's still moving. There's still life in it. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so I turn around the other way, so you can see both rivers. All right. So the importance of this is to clean yourself because sometimes you have physical energies around you. That's what people can look at and tell that something is off with your light. You travel with a light. Some of you might not be aware, but other people can see. All right. So there can be physical energies around you. Now, the thing about water baptism, it cleanses 50%. The other 50 is done by the word, the knowledge. So after you, what happens is when you do your water baptism, what it does is remove the external energies. The rest of it is internal, depending on the level of the demon, because some are more intense. There are levels, just as the Most High has a kingdom, the Messiah, Michael, whatever, all those angels, Satan also has a kingdom. So you might have a petty demon, but then you have some other demons that not anyone can deal with. All right, so there are levels to it, right? So, like I said, after you remove that external energy, the rest of it is to deal with is internal. And sometimes that can be hard because we don't really have the proper knowledge sometimes to really deal with the internal battles that we're having. So you know what happens? You go right back because you never close the doors properly, and that's where they enter through. So the weaker your mind is the more your door is open, right? So what happened is this is a part of knowledge as well. Law. This word is called statute. Statutes. Statutes deals with the rights or rituals or customs. And this is what binds us with the Most High. So the function of the statutes is you separate yourself from one thing, but you're binding yourself to another thing. So when the sun goes beyond the horizon, you're separated from day, but you're not just left open. You are binded into night. That is the function of it, right? So what happened now? With this knowledge, you're separating from your old thoughts because that's where they come through, those thoughts. All right, that's how it enters into your mind. That's the doorway, right? So when you get into this knowledge, this word, this understanding, you're starting to close those doors. You start doing that separating. You're separating from them. No, you're binding yourself into something higher, transcendent. That's a different level of meditation. All right, so that's very important. Like I said, a lot of you will change your ideologies. A lot of you will unfollow. A lot of you will stop watching these videos, but the intended recipients will understand. Okay? Some of you need to just question your belief. Question, because sometimes these things rise inside of you. It's not you having a problem with the other person, it is what the person is saying. Now, when you're humble, it will make you question your belief. Question, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel the need to react in whichever way? All right? So, like I said, the message is for the intended recipients. The sheep will hear his voice. right?